Puregold Lounge. I'm Karima.
I'm Rowan, and we're hosting the launch of the Puregold Festival. Puregold is the annual festival of, and we've got a quote here to describe it, and it says, it's eclectic, innovative, and exciting work. So, yeah, that's, yeah,
that deserves a round of applause.
That's all coming out of the Department of Music here at Goldsmiths. We're also streaming this live on YouTube. And we're going to have some very exciting examples of that work to show you as well.
So the festival runs across mid-July and various locations across the Goldsmiths campus, as well as South East London venues, such as like the Albany. And we'll feature degree shows as well as other recitals. Concerts, events, opera. We got it all going on.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's start then. So the first thing we have to look at is a video of first-year student and Avascan scholar Madeline Ashman. And this video interview is her talking about her experience at Goldsmiths and her work with Symphonia. And following said video, she is performing here with Dom, a lovely duet for 2 guitars. Cool.
So I play cello, piano, as well as the guitar.
Cello?
And piano as well as the guitar, yeah.
And the guitar. And do you play electric guitar as well?
Yeah, so that's with my band.
Oh, in a band? What kind of stuff do you play in the band?
So that's alternative, indie, rock, whatever genre that.
And you, because you're an Avashkin scholar here, right?
Yes.
Which is impressive. What did you play for your Avashkin audition piece?
So I played a Chopin etude on the piano. I think I played Sanson cello concerto on cello, and then I sang I Put a Spell on You, a jazz rendition of that.
So you also sing. So this
right, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't mention it. It's a little bit precocious. Where do you hope that the next? Because you're just finishing your first year, right?
Yes.
How's it been?
It's been good. The opportunities in London are great. I've been involved in so many cool projects, experimental, classical, everything. So.
Great. And where are you hoping the next couple of years will take you?
I really want to record as much material as possible, as many songs as possible, get as much experience as a music director, and then hopefully make as many contacts so I can get into the industry.
And do you have a sense of you want to go into the industry as an individual, like artist or a composer or an individual instrumentalist? Do you want to go classical or the broad range of?
I like to keep as many genres open as possible. I think I see myself more as a music director, kind of more leading rather than a soloist as such, but I'm still very much open to the idea. If a solo career took off, I would go with it, I'd run with it.
So what are you hoping to develop in the next current year? Are you going to be doing, because as you've got so many instruments, what do you take your main lesson on?
So I take my main lessons on classical guitar at the moment, studying with Graham Devine. So yeah, my kind of goals for the next few months are basically I want to get really into media composition, which is a module I've taken next term. Also work on jazz and things and expand my repertoire, especially modern repertoire and classical guitar.
Great, that's quite exciting.
Yeah.
So, because this is your first year, you won't have seen Puregold Festival stuff before.
No.
But so we're filming another bunch of releases. Have you got anything else in the festival this year?
Yeah, I'm playing a contemporary piece by Gary Ryan called Generator. On guitar with a second-year guitarist. So that'll be really cool. It's very experimental, lots of percussion, weird tunings, harmonics and things, but it's been a lot of fun.
When is that in the festival?
I'm not entirely sure of the date yet.
So
I'll have
it'll
to
be on
ask.
the Goldsmiths Puregold calendar somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Well, very best of luck with everything over the next couple of years. Thanks so much
you.
for talking to me. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we've got Maddie and Dom. Yeah, give her a round of applause. Awesome. So these two are playing Generator by Gary Ryan. Take it away.
Thank you, Maddie and Lee.
Thank you.
Wow. That was awesome.
That was awesome. I loved the plinky noise.
You really did enjoy that.
I love that plinky noise. That was really, really good.
It's so beautifully moody. Like, I love it. It
Yeah.
reminded me of like a kind of showdown at the beginning. And then they kind of gave up and decided to like go on an American
We've just
road
witnessed,
trip.
a Western style shootout via the guitar.
I went on the whole
That's what's
journey. It was based in the Wild West, but it was a journey. I liked it.
Yeah, that might be complete rubbish.
It's my personal journey.
No, sorry, no, not you. You're not rubbish. Your personal journey is very valid and important, Karina. Yes. Okay, yeah. Next
What
one.
do we got next?
We're going to play another video. This is third year student Sona. And this is a video of her and two backing vocalists, Phoebe Robinson and me, singing one of the songs that she is performing in her Albany show, which is part of the Puregold Festival. So we're going to see that video now.
Ooh.
So here she is, Sana. Welcome to the Puregold Live Lounge.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that song was one of the songs that's being featured in your Albany show.
Yes.
Please remind us what date your Albany is.
So I'm going to be on June 7th. And yeah, June 7th. Yeah, please come.
It's going to be a really good night. Some other great acts. Got Jess and Hall Alto as well. Two fantastic acts.
Incredible acts.
So your Albany, what's the theme of your Albany?
So it's going to get real depressing. It's about diasporic trauma, based on kind of my Armenian heritage and the pain that people have to deal with, but more kind of how that permeates to the modern Armenians and like current like problems that we face, because a lot of the narrative that we see is kind of stuck in the past of like these people have gone through this and it's really hard, and but they don't focus a lot on just how current Armenians are and like what art we're creating and what we're doing now and what our situation is. So yeah.
Just for a tiny bit of background, because I think it's important, just for the people that might not know anything about Armenia or your heritage, can you just give us a short summary of, what that means to you, what your experience is?
Yeah. Long story short, Armenians have gone through an incredible amount of pain. In 1915, there was the Armenian genocide, and 1.5 Armenians were killed, and many millions. Yeah? Yeah.
No, 1.5 Armenians were killed.
Yes, 1.5.
1.5 million Armenians were killed.
1.5.
Laura,
Yeah.
be shocked.
Laura's the resident Armenian as well, so yeah. 1.5 million Armenians were killed, and millions of others were displaced. And so you will not have met an Armenian that doesn't have a harrowing kind of story about their family and their lives and stuff. So that's kind of the basis of the show, but it's not really focused on like, oh, this is the pain that we've dealt with. It's more kind of like 100 years later, what's the situation now? Yeah. Like, how are we dealing with it now? Yeah.
Cool. How have you tried to put that across in your music or in the show, do you reckon?
Well, I don't want to be a spokesperson for any Armenian, so I write about my own kind of thing. I write a lot about homesickness and like displacement, because I've never lived in Armenia, because it's not in a good situation right now. So it's kind of about that feeling of like home and where is that, and talking about things that make me feel at home instead of my actual home itself. And it's also just about like self-love, accepting that part of your identity, even though it might be overlooked sometimes. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sana.
Thank you.
Round of applause for Sana, please.
Thank you.
Next up, we have another video from the Electronic Music Studios. So it's 50 years old this year. Can I have a round of applause? 50 years. Yes. That's an achievement, guys. So yeah, let's have a look.
Curious about patterns. I like patterns in nature, very simple kind of patterns. So that's a lot of the sound pieces that I create are around patterns. I like loops, and so I've definitely worked in kind of more analog situations before, but this is understanding Max MSP has been a big reason why I came to Goldsmiths.
So I did my bachelor in performance, and when I did my bachelor, I started getting more and more into music technology, mainly using Ableton Live and Max MSP. And when I came here to study at Goldsmiths, I just transitioned all my work from being performance-based to actually code-based, and really building the tools that I want, building the tools that enable this augmentation, that really change the way we perceive different aspects of music.
Well, for my third year project, my major project, I wanted to work with this clavier, the piano, sort of extend it through electronics. So that's why I really have this setup here. I'm using the MIDI capabilities of this piano, running it through my interface and the computer, and to sort of create a sonic extension of the piano itself, because that's really what I'm interested in my work. I'm using sort of classical instruments like the piano, which I really like. It's kind of the main inspiration behind my major project piece, was really the sort of just the sound of the piano.
I'm working on a few different projects. I work with different medias. I work with my voice quite a lot, and I work with electronics. My work is a lot about textures and contrasts. So I use different genres and I mix them together, and I do a lot of field recordings that are then manipulated into textures with a lot of different sounds and frequencies into them. And then I contrast that with my vocals. And so I have an element of electronics and an element of something that's a bit more raw and natural. And then this course has pushed me towards audiovisual work. I've actually started creating my own visuals using different softwares. Started with After Effects, Adobe After Effects, and then worked with a bit of 3D modeling. So I'm exploring the world of 3D animation right now, and having that respond to my music is kind of what I'm working towards.
My main intention and inspiration comes from my own experience as a performer, and it started from not having the tools that I wanted to play with, and not having the software capabilities react the way I wanted it to react. And so I spent the better part of the last 7 years sort of reworking bits and pieces of software that mainly Ableton Live, until I came to the conclusion that everything works better in coding environment, and just start building my own tools from scratch. And I just started throwing my tools around, sending it, posting it online, posting it inside the Goldsmiths community, inside the Sonic Art community, and especially with Sonic Arts people, but with music computing people as well, and in the studios and in the Goldsmiths recording studios, and just went off from there.
There are a lot of, patterns that happen in science, but I really like Marianne Amache. She's a big sound artist that was in New York, that influenced a lot of the work that I've done. But I really, there was a module called Studio Sound Agendas that John Drever has, and I learned a lot about the musique concrète artists that came out of the 50s and 60s in Paris, and so kind of found sounds in John Cage and understanding, that sounds are around us, and that we just need to pay attention to them, has been a big influence in a lot of the projects that I've done.
Well, what I really like about these studios is that even though everyone's working in their own section, there's still a lot of overlap, and you're still kind of aware of what other people are doing. And I've definitely collaborated with people here on different projects, and actually just today with my classmate, we started collaborating on something, and it's great because there's a lot of things that I maybe struggle more with, and then we're creating something different together, and hopefully that creates a balance, and that's what collaboration is about. Actually, I think just in Goldsmiths in general, there's a lot of interdisciplinarity within the departments, and that's something that I admire so much here, because not mixing computer science with music to me is such a shame, and they're doing this here. We have all of this intersectionality, and the same with the film, and the same with the theatre department, and even with forensic architecture is something that we can involve in as well. So there's a lot of interdisciplinary collaboration within the university anyway.
This is a really nice environment, especially because the staff here are really supportive, particularly Marcus and Emmanuel that work here as assistants in the studio. There's been numerous times where I've had problems with setup or just, for example, miking the piano, just getting different ideas. Everyone here has been really helpful with just giving their opinion and being supportive, and that's really helped, especially in development of this project. Getting second opinions on things and just all around help. And there's just so many people, especially at Goldsmiths as well, doing different things with music and in the studios here. There's always someone in the studios doing something different to me, and it's also really open. You can always talk to people and come in here and ask what they're doing and have a little bit of a discussion, which is always nice. And that's really inspiring as well. Just getting an idea of what other people are doing, and yeah, it's very inspiring.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. So far we've had acts and music from first years, Madeline and Lee, and third year, Sona. And this documentary was actually a group of master's students. Let's read
Apart
them
from
out.
one, Henrik is
Sonia, Guy, and Maeve. And then one popular music computing student as well, who is Hendrik. So it's just nice little taster of the kind of range of Puregold. And this is only the third person, so what's next?
So next, just to accompany that lovely film, we have Gaspar, who's gonna play a track co-written with Sarah Lees. And yeah, I guess take it away, Gaspar. Cool.
Oh, good. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gaspar.
Thank you, Gaspar. Yeah,
join
come
us.
here. Yeah. So whilst the next live act sets up, we're just going to have a quick word with you. Here's a microphone.
First, I just want to ask you about your beautiful setup that you have here.
Yeah, actually, I made this setup here at Goldsmiths with Hugh Jones. He was my tutor in second year, and he helped me kind of figure out how to bring electronic music on stage. And yeah, it was really helpful to figure out how we could make it visual, even though at first it's literally not a performance and just created as a, I'm programming it alone. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting that you have the trigger pad facing the audience rather than yourself. So it's like, this is one.
Also, I love the ironing board. If anyone hasn't clocked, that's an ironing board that he's used. It's so smart. It's true DIY. Please have a round of applause for the ironing board. Thank you. Just the other quick question I wanted to ask was, so that song was co-written?
Exactly.
Yes,
with Sarah Lees, who was at Goldsmiths in my class during first year. She actually left to continue her own music career. But yeah, that's the thing I've been doing most here at Goldsmiths, really just writing with other people. And yeah, I think there's so many passionate and talented musicians here that, it'd be a shame not to learn a little bit about what they do and learn from it, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gaspar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Round of applause. Yeah.
Okay, here with us now we have the NEC trio, NEC.
Are you NEC or are you NEC?
NEC.
Oh,
NEC.
they're NEC. They're NEC.
That's right, the first time. Featuring Nathaniel, Elliot, and Callum. Nathaniel on piano, Elliot is on tenor, and Callum is on bass.
So this is Nathaniel, and they're about to play a track that was written by you, Nathaniel. Do you just want to say a quick word about the piece and why you wrote it and what's going to happen?
Yeah, it was literally just I had a melody in my head and then put it on a voice note and then it just flew. And then it took me about 10-15 minutes to write. And no, it was not.
Brazen.
No.
Wow.
It happens.
Carry on. Yeah, it happens. Come on. You don't think Let It Be was written in 10 minutes, you're an idiot.
No, but the music just wrote for itself. And yeah, the kind of...
Move past it. Carry on.
Yeah, it was. The piece is just very intimate, very simple, and it's just basically me, tenor sax, and bass, and yeah, should be a good little tune.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This
Cool.
is Dusk Till Dawn, right?
The NEC trio or NEC trio.
And the tune's called Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, Dusk Till Dawn. Nathaniel, Elliot, and Callum. Whenever you're ready, and whenever Nathaniel can sit down. Take it away. Callum, get out of the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. NEC/NEC trio.
Neck.
NEC.
I don't want to have renamed them by accident.
Yeah, I think so. Although they did, when we were speaking earlier, I said, are you NEC or are you NEC? And they couldn't give me a definitive answer, so the ambiguity is yours, folks. Yeah, sold. Okay, so next we're going to have a small chat with another artist, a third-year artist, about his Albany show, Saint Terente. Please sit down. Round of applause, please. Saint Terente.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi. You look nice.
Sorry?
You look nice.
Thanks, I feel nice.
Good. That's always good. So your Albany show, remind us of the date.
My Albany show is on June 1st. The 1st of June.
June 1st, the 1st of June. You heard it here first, folks. So what's your Albany theme?
My Albany is basically based on this kind of cultural practice in Gibraltar where I grew up called spins, where like when everyone starts turning 17, 18 and getting cars, we literally spend the entire summer like driving around this tiny rock from like midnight to 4 a.m. like the whole summer. So I
That tiny rock is Gibraltar, by
That
the way.
tiny rock is
Yes.
Gibraltar. It's literally the size of like the city of London. That's how small it is.
My hometown is bigger than Gibraltar, the whole
Lewisham
of
is
Gibraltar.
bigger.
Yeah, Lewisham is bigger than the whole of Gibraltar.
So the Albany show is for me about taking this cultural practice and how rife it is with, for me, about like feelings of teenagerness and like not being adult enough, and also when you start first getting romantic feelings for people. For me, it was boys, and that was a whole set of complicated issues. So the show for me is about taking that and kind of making a kind of grand drag narrative out of it.
So we're going to watch a video of one of the songs from your album.
We are.
We are. It says here in my notes that the track's called Gasolina.
It is called Gasolina.
Okay. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. So Gasolina is based on this kind of memory I have of being constantly surrounded by that Daddy Yankee song, Gasolina. Does anyone know it? Maybe
Of course you know.
Gasolina. That made my...
Gasolina.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel it. I can tell you feel it. It's fine. So the song is based on this memory I have of constantly being surrounded by this song. And also this thing about how Spanishness is represented in popular music and how I related to that as a Spanish and Gibraltarian person, and also kind of make a laugh out of it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to watch the video, but thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, off we go.
I'm excited.
The summer passed so quickly, darling, you're to blame. I may be scared of myself, I'm scared of you the same. You're waiting in the water, I'm waiting in my shame. In your love, anoint me, baptize me. Amen. Oh God, oh Judge, oh Jesus Christ, don't hold a grudge. Oh God, oh Judge, oh Jesus Christ, don't hold a grudge.
2 weeks have passed, 2 weeks, these things have their way. My friends, 2 weeks, these things have 2 weeks, have passed, 2 weeks, these things have their way. My friends, 2 weeks,
Love in red and yellow light,
biding all my time. I spend it all with you. Love, we're lovers in my mind. The color turns to lime to the songs I play to you. I didn't mean it, I think I love you. I didn't have to come out tonight. I didn't mean it, I didn't have to, but you're setting my heart alight. Gasolina, it's the only song I know. We sing the whole summer and we know that there's nowhere else to go. Driving in circles again, me and you and your best friend, and then he's gone and it's alright. We're wasting our whole lives lighting gasolina. Wasting our whole lives, gasolina, gasolina, gasolina. Love hanging in midair, like the secrets we don't share, or the songs I write for you. Love, 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 come to bed with me. My tragedy of life is easier to bear with you. I didn't mean it, I think I love you. I think you love me too. Gasolina, it's the only song I know. We sing the whole summer and we know that there's nowhere else to go. Driving in circles again, me and you and your best friend, and then he's gone and it's alright. Wasting our whole lives lighting gasolina. Wasting our whole lives, gasolina, gasolina, gasolina. I didn't mean it, I didn't have to, still I repeat it. I think I love you. When you forgive me, I'll come to meet you. Send me a light like my loving completes you. We're wasting our whole lives. Light me up alright. Gasolina, it's the only song I know. We sing the whole summer and we know that there's nowhere else to go. Driving in circles again, me and you and your best friend, and then he's gone and it's alright. Wasting our whole lives lighting gasolina. Wasting our whole lives, gasolina, gasolina, dame más gasolina. Wasting our whole lives, wasting our whole lives.
Thank you so much. Round of
Thank
applause,
you.
Saint Terence. Thank you.
I love the wide shots.
Oh, I love the wide shots.
The wide shots are like, yes, I'm
The
dancing
moment
on the
when you
grand
rea-
piano
yeah,
in 167, and what?
Yeah, literally. Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. Let's carry on.
Okay, so where are we next? Next, we have a live act who's sitting here patiently with me. Sylvia and Diara. Oh, lovely. Sylvia and Diara, take it away. Do you have a name for your track?
You guys are playing some Graham Fitkin. Yes. So this is two performance students playing Erect by Graham Fitkin. Nice contemporary piece. Whenever you're ready.
Take it away.
Seeing two people share like one instrument.
So cute. It's wholesome.
It's so cute.
That's especially what I love about like Goldsmiths with the keyboard collective and stuff. I don't think I've ever seen them do a concert or performance where someone isn't sharing the piano, and it's just so nice. Yeah.
It reminds
That
me
might
of
be a
like
weird
in those
take.
movies, like when you always have like a time passing scene, like during when they're learning the piano. Anyone with me? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our 80s movie montage. And yep, they learned the piano right there, folks.
Right there.
You saw it here first.
But we're still here. Time hasn't passed that.
Time
fast.
hasn't passed. I hope not anyway. Next. Next we have Mathilde, who's another third year student, and we're going to talk about Albany's again. Where are you, Mathilde? Because we're going to talk to you first.
There you are.
Hey,
Come join
here
us.
she is. Round of applause for Mathilde.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hey.
So, when is your Albany night?
June the 1st.
June the
so,
1st.
June the 1st is a popular
Again.
night.
Yeah. It's
Really
gonna be a
lucky
very
to share it
popular
with
night.
James and Gaspar, so yeah, it's going to be good.
It's going to be a good one. Come to all the Albany shows, but definitely come to the one on the 1st and on the 7th. Cool, but we're not going to talk to you about your Albany, sorry.
Okay, cool. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, cool. We're actually going to talk to you about your new EP that is coming out on NX Records.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so basically, I've had like these 5 songs lying like on my laptop for ages now, and I sent one track to Richard, who works at NX, and he liked it, and then he wanted to hear more, and I had these tracks, and I had this EP planned, and I'm really lucky to have the support of NX Records, and it's been a blast. So hopefully that will be like a really nice way to end the final year at Goldsmiths. Yeah.
Awesome. What's your EP called? Or do you not know yet?
Yeah.
Was that a bad question to ask? Sorry, Mathilde. We should have planned this beforehand.
Exclusive, no.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
alright.
so currently untitled EP.
Yeah.
Do you know when it's going to be released?
Sometime in mid-June.
Sometime in mid-June.
Yeah.
Watch
But the
this space.
1st of June is confirmed.
Keeping
First
it
of June
can.
is confirmed, yes.
Yeah.
So 1st of June to see Mathilde perform live, and then sometime in mid-June for the Mystery EP, which is being put out on NX Records. Thank you very much, Mathilde.
No
Speaking of NX Records, we have Richard here, wherever he is. Here he
Right
is.
in front of us.
Please come. Round of applause for Mathilde before she goes. Thank you.
Hi, Richard.
Hi. Ooh. Hi.
So you are the new general manager of NX Records.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I've been doing it for about 4 months, and it's super exciting. Like I'm not a Goldsmiths graduate. I never went to Goldsmiths, so it's been really interesting for me to kind of come in as a outsider and experience the really vibrant scene here. It's amazing, really, to see everything that's going on, and to meet musicians like Mathilde, and to be at events like this is really incredible. So I feel really lucky to be working here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So NX Records is a collaboration between Goldsmiths and Matthew Herbert.
Yeah,
right?
so it's he runs Accidental Records, which is like a big dance music label. So it's been going for about 5 years, and it's kind of student-led record label, which, as far as I know, is quite a kind of unique organisation, really. I can't think of any other universities that have their own record label. And it's really helpful that, well, helpful, I mean, he founded it, but the fact that Accidental is involved is this...
Helped him too.
It's really helpful of him to do this. It's a real bridge between the like big music industry world and DIY, more up and coming artists. So that's the kind of position it occupies, I guess. Yeah.
What can we look forward to?
Well, obviously, we've got Mathilde's EP, which is coming out next month. There's the mixtape, which I've been organising for the last few weeks, which comes out on June the 16th. There's an event in Deptford. If you go to the website and sign up to the newsletter, we'll release more information about the launch parties for these two things. And we're also organising a tape of new music composed by people in the EMS to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the EMS. And we also went to Piano Day with Erased Tapes 2 months ago, and recorded a workshop with Michael Price, the composer, and lots of piano improvisations by Goldsmiths students, and we've got those recordings, so hopefully that will be a tape as well. And there's a series of 12-inch vinyl LPs of experimental music.
Bloody loads.
Nice. Bloody loads of music
Yeah,
everywhere.
Not that that wasn't already a lot, but if I wasn't like a music student, but I still liked music and I was just in Goldsmiths, like what is it that I could be like, oh yeah, NX Records?
If you're a music student at Goldsmiths...
If I'm not a music
Oh,
student.
if you weren't?
Yeah.
Well, there are some non-music students that have submitted music to the mixtape, actually. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's not an exclusive thing. There were some fine art students that sent music in as well. So yeah, I want to kind of blow open the remit a bit. I don't want it to be this like narrow thing. I want to branch out into, you know, the fine art department, the computing department, and graphic design and stuff like that, because I think it's such an amazing university, and we should try and, you know, use all the different parts of it that we can.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Richard.
It's
Round
all
of
right.
applause. We're great. So we now have some more live music. It is Mathilde playing a song from her Albany. The song is called Not Enough Hours in the Day. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
There's not enough hours in the day to read the words I write and say what I have to say. Collecting pages of poetry as if they'll last for eternity, they say. I invest too much in nostalgia and that I lack modernity. But as I lay, I start to grind my teeth as I come to realize the future is finally moving forward, and maybe someday I'll ride with it and stop being so stuck in my thoughts. There's not enough hours in the day to swoon and sway over a mattress half made. So I bury myself in obvious objects of worth. Some say it's a blessing, but I say it's my own curse. 'Cause I know when I pull the linen sheets over my head, it's not the only thing that goes over my head. We distract ourselves with expensive thrills to not let our feelings be revealed, and we exchange emotional nakedness with half smiles. I'm fine and I'm alright. I've collected, I've coexisted, and I've coaxed. I don't say I love you to those I care for the most, 'cause all I've wanted to do is create. Maybe make someone proud of me someday. But instead, well, I just sit on the side of the stage, hypnotized by the dust, swaying in the spotlight. Laisse-moi sentir le soleil sur ma peau, laisse-moi me tendre dans l'eau, laisse-moi me fondre dans tes yeux, dans les yeux d'un artiste qui veut tout comprendre.
Thank you.
Rich and Jamie.
Yes, thank you so much, Mathilde.
you.
And thank you to Rich and Jamie on guitar and bass. Awesome. Wow, okay. So, for our final video, we've got a video of the Goldsmiths Sinfonia. Big orchestra made up of students at Goldsmiths. Most of them music students, some of them not, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we've got a video of the Sinfonia performing Tango by Stravinsky, featuring Maddie, who we saw right at the beginning of the launch on acoustic guitar. So, yep, here we are. Ready?
Let's go.
Cool.
at the end.
That was such a good closing shot of George, who is actually sitting second row here in the live lounge right now. Beautiful. Thank you so much to Symphonia for that video. The Symphonia does a lot of stuff throughout the year, and I'm sure you guys have a concert coming up, right? Sometime in June? You don't? Oh, you've got the opera!
Opera!
I'm just being an idiot. Yes, you've got the opera.
More human.
Yeah, that's on the 7th and the 9th of June. Should be very interesting. Symphonia playing and all the parts played by students here at Goldsmiths. Some really, really amazing singers in the opera this year. So please come along to that on the 7th and the 9th of June.
We also have the degree shows for the popular music students, which are called Albany shows because it's at the Albany in Deptford. I don't know. Is it only I found that like exciting? No. Yeah. Okay, just me. Yeah. Yay! Thank you. So those will be from the 30th of May to the 8th of June.
And also going on, so those are the popular music students. Those are their kind of final performances in their third year. So the music students for their third year kind of final performances are doing a series of recitals. Everyone has their own individual time. So if there's anyone you really particularly want to see, I guess you'll have to ask them. But the recital season is Monday the 21st of May until Friday the 8th of June. So yeah, in between that time, just turn up to Deptford Town Hall, see some recitals. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, great, right?
That's all you need to know.
That's all
Turn
you need
up,
to know.
Look at it.
Stop heckling,
Enjoy.
Rob. Yeah, enjoy. Turn up and enjoy. Basically, there's loads of events going on with Pure Gold all around Goldsmiths. Any day you come in and you want to see something, you will find something. Yeah, get involved.
My Albany's on the 2nd of June.
Yeah, Karima's Albany's on the 2nd of June. Yeah, it's going to be big.
Okay. That's it. We've come to the end.
Yeah, we've come to the end. Thank you so much to our audience for coming. We have some other thanks.
Special thanks to, and I'm going to read it out, but it doesn't mean you're not important. It just means I can't read and say very quickly.
Yeah.
Jake Strickland, video director, editor, and his camera crew. Yes. Rick Champion, Ed Burton, and Naomi Jackson, live sound team over there.
Yeah. We love sound.
Nick Powell and Rick again, audio engineers. Yes. All the artists that you've seen today.
Yes, massive round of applause. All the artists that you've seen today, video and live. Huge, huge thank you to them.
Huge thanks. Chloe Frieda for the NX mixtape.
Which will be playing at the end if you want to stick around and have a listen to the NX mixtape.
The Department of Music administrative team for putting this all together.
Thank you so much, Department of Music. And thank you, Karima.
Thank you. You can clap us if you want.
Yeah, you can clap us if you want to. You're welcome.
That's it, goodbye.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please enjoy Pure Gold 2018. Thank you for being a lovely audience.
Come and enjoy.
Come and enjoy. Good night.